This is a graph that represents the economic history of human civilization. There's not much going on again. For the vast majority of human history, everyone lived if of equivalent $1 per day. Not much change. But then something extraordinary happened. The scientific and industrial revolutions and the basically flat graph you just saw transforms into this. What this graph means is that, in terms of power to change the world, we live in unprecedented time in human history, and I believe our ethical understanding hasn't yet caught up. The scientific and industrial revolutions transformed both our understanding of the world and our ability to alter it. What we need is an ethical revolution so that we can work out how do we use this transformers to improve the world. For the last 10 years, my colleagues and I have developed a philosophy and research paragraph that we call effective argus. It tries to respond to this radical change in our world, uses evidence and careful reasons to try to answer this question. How can we do the most good? Now, there are many issues you've got to address if you want to tackle this problem. Whether to do good through or your career or your political engagement, that programs to focus on. But what I think is the most fundamental problem of all the many problems that the world faces. Which should we be focused on trying to solve it fast? Now, I'm going to give you a framework for thinking about this question, and framework is very simple. A problem's higher priority, the bigger, the most easily solvable, and more neglected for us. Bigger is better because we've got more to gain if you most easily solvable is better because I can solve the problem with less time or money, and most sadly more neglected is better because in if diminishing at times the more resources that have already been invested into solving a problem, the harder it will be to make additional progress. Now the key thing that I want to leave with you is this framework so that you can think for what are the highest global priorities. But I and others in effective ultimate community have converged on three moral issues that we believe are unusually important, score unusually well in this framework. First is global health. Second, this is super solvable. We have an amazing track record in global health. Rates of death from measles, malaria, diarrheal disease are down by over 70%. And in 1980, we eradicated smallpox. I estimate we therapy saved over 60 million lives. That's more lives saved than if we achieved world peace in the same time period. On our current best estimates, we can save a life by disturbing long listing for just a few $1,000. This is amazing opportunity. The second big priority is factory farming. This is super neglected. There are 50 billion land animals used every year for food, and the vast majority of them of factory farmed, living in conditions or horrible suffering. They're probably among the worst of, and many cases we could significantly improve their lives for just pennies or per animals. Yet this is hugely neglected. There are 3,000 times more animals in factory farms than there are stray, but yet factory farming gets 1/15 of funding. That means additional resources in this area could have a truly transformative impact. Now the third area is one that I want to focus on it, and that's category of essential risks. Events like a nuclear war or global pandemic that could permanently their civilization or even lead to extinction of human rights. Let me explain why I think this is such a big priority in terms of this framework. First, size. How bad would it be if there were truly existential? Well, it would involve the death all 7 billion people on this planet, and that means you and everyone. That's just a tragedy of unimaginable. Then, what's more, it would also mean the humanity potential, and I believe the humanity's potential is vast. The human race has been around for about 200,000 years, and if she lives as long a typical, she would last for about 2 million B. If a human race were single individual, she would be just 10 years old again. And what's more, the human race isn't typical humanical. There is no reason why, if we're careful, we should die off after only 2 million years. The earth will remain habitable for 500 million years.